Good evening, everyone. I'm Carmine Gemei, and a very Merry Christmas Eve to you. The Broncos and Raiders played tonight in a game that means nothing except who'd have the better Christmas story at dinner tomorrow. You might remember the Broncos and Raiders also played on Christmas Eve in 1995. I was 1.5, and those were the days. In that game, Christmas Eve, Jason Elam kicked the game-winning field goal for the Broncos that beat the Raiders. So let's see what happened tonight. We all know Vance Joseph is expected to part ways with the Broncos after this season. Awkward position for him. And potentially the last game at Oakland Coliseum since they have no lease to play anywhere in 2019. Remember, they're moving to Vegas 2020. And this is the only play you need to see from tonight. The Broncos seem like they're downing the punt, but until they fall on it, it's a live ball. So Dwayne Harris smartly picks it up for the Raiders, and then he starts returning it, and returning it, and returning it. After the game, John Gruden called Dwayne Harris a special teams demon, but he's more like the Grinch to our Christmas Eve Broncos. Harris with the 99-yard return for the touchdown, incredible heads-up special teams play, and he actually ran 157.5 total yards on the play. And we'll cut it off right there to preserve some Christmas cheer. The Raiders beat the Broncos 27-14 on Monday Night Football. Broncos are now 6-9 and hosting the Chargers next Sunday in the season finale. And you all know on the day before Christmas, they say all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. But down at the Natrona Colts Wrestling Club, two big-time creatures were stirring all about. In the red quarter, standing at 5 feet 7 inches, weighing in at 260 pounds, Santa Claus. And in the green corner, standing 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing 160 pounds, the Grinch. Now everyone knows the Grinch's goal every year is to steal Christmas, and he slams Santa. Cindy Lou Who would be horrified. You can hear the gasp all the way in Whoville. And you recall the Casper cops locked up the Grinch 2 weekends ago at David Street Station. Well, this time, Santa does his own dirty work. Down the chimney you go, Grinch. He shows the Grinch what Christmas cheer is all about, and that's a 3 count. But that is not all. The Grinch wanted more. And big Kris Kringle pulls out his signature move, the peppermint pinwheel spinning all about. And not only is the Grinch rendered useless, but he also has minty, fresh breath, which he needs. And of course, Santa saves Christmas, as he's done for almost 2,000 years. Here's the reception for St. Nick after yet another Christmas miracle. And just another example of Santa being an athlete. You know, people think just because his pregame meal is milk and cookies that he can't perform, but you see right there. And a special thanks to Natrona Colts wrestling coaches Bryce and Kyle. Although I should add, Santa told me Bryce is on the naughty list while Kyle is on the nice list. And after catching his breath, Santa headed to the YMCA of Natrona County. To many people's surprise, Santa was not only promoting Christmas cheer, but also a healthy lifestyle, just like he did on the mat. Big Chris soared on his sleigh to the hoop and got help from the kids finding his reindeer, which, no worries, everyone, they've been tracked down and Eric Dean is still on the case. I think they're still over Guatemala. And Santa spoke with a long-time believer at the YMCA. And there's so many people who are up there in years like yourself who are still working out and still find the energy to stay in much better shape than Santa. So how do you muster up that energy each and every day to come work out?
With great pain. I have to make myself do it. I don't especially like to do this, but I like the feeling I get when I'm finished.
Any news tips on who that Santa is, please call the station. And the Lander boys got a Christmas gift late last week. They beat the Riverton boys in that big rivalry for the first time since 2009. After going down 2 points at halftime, Lander caught fire in the third and won easily, 66-48. So I want to give a special Merry Christmas to them for making history over in Lander Valley, and all the high school athletes, all the college athletes, all the pro athletes. Merry Christmas to you from us at K2. Sloan, lots of Christmas-themed athletes out there.
Very true. All right, We'll be right back after the break.